Hi guys, welcome to the channel, or welcome back to the channel should I say. As you've seen over the last few days, I've finally updated the channel with a few videos with the London to Brighton bike ride. I think there's 3 parts, and me being stupid, I forgot to film the end. I must have pressed the button, so you don't actually see me going over the finishing line. All you get is a still picture where there's 3 of us right at the end who went to finish. To be honest, it was a great day out, because you know, it took a few more hours than I expected, but to be fair, I think I only had my bike for 2 weeks. You know what, isn't long enough to really practice or, you know, really get the miles into my legs, but it was eventful. It was fun. It was a good time. To be fair, we went off at 6 o'clock in the morning. I think that's the perfect, well, I'll say 6 o'clock, 6:30, sorry. That is actually the perfect time, because you know, you don't get hardly any traffic on road. You're just left to do what you want to do. We did see a few accidents, not first hand obviously, just the outcome. So I'm guessing the 6 o'clock there was a man, I think, what was it, within 2 minutes out the gate. I think you see on the video in part 1. There's a little ambulance to the right, and a guy with a nice little head bandage. But other than, you know, a few accidents like that, it was a great ride. Obviously I'll go past my house within the first 10 miles. You know, the easy part is, you know, smack bang to my house. So then to go 40 odd miles further away, what's a harder challenge because you've got all those hills, was a little bit annoying, but yeah, it was fun. But, you know, I'm here now. I got myself a nice little medal. First one of the season, should we say. Obviously I've got the London Triathlon happening in August, so you know, my mind's now focusing on that. However, my review of London to Brighton, obviously when you arrive there's quite a lot of people trying to park up. The marshals did make me chuckle. You turn into the road where the park is, and you had like 20 odd marshals all right at the front, you know, of the road. And then, you know, they're like, oh, go into the car park, go further down, do rights and all this. And then if you just go 10 yards down the road, there's no one standing there, so obviously everyone's getting the bikes off there. Explaining it, you know, it isn't funny or anything, but when you're there, you're just chuckling to yourself, because it's like, why the hell are you all standing there, where if I'm guessing you're doing a job, you should really be spaced out. But, you know, that's just something a little bit picky, and nothing to do with the event as such. Obviously you start off, that's alright to a degree, but the way it started, there's a countdown, so it goes 5, 4, 3, 2, go. And then you spend an extra minute to 2 minutes, as you see in part 1 of the video, just actually walking your bike out the gate. And it's like there's nothing there. What it needs is a little bit of music, something to really get you pumping, to be fair, get it all going. I know it was 6 o'clock in the morning, well, why am I saying 6? 6:30 in the morning. However, you do need a little bit of energy. I think there was only a old bloke who was talking. It was either an old bloke or a young girl just talking down a mic, and to be fair, it wasn't boosting me up. It was like, is this really it? So, you know, that from the start, they do need to do a little bit of work on it. However, for the ride itself, absolute great. You've got stops half the way if you want. People are nice. Maybe later on in the day they became a bit more muggy, but with the group I started with, nice as pie. You know, everyone's looking out for each other. Most of the course, even though they say, oh yeah, the roads are open, the majority of the course is closed. And I couldn't believe that. I was like, oh, when am I going to bump into all these cars that I've been hearing about? And to be fair, you don't. You know, you get a couple of roads at max where you've got cars, and then you've got to really be thick if you get knocked over there. But, you know, so it's just one of those. However, when you get halfway in, I think that's where, or well, the further south you go, so once you're out of London, people take it more seriously. You go halfway and you've got a band playing, you've got people lining the streets, shouting all good things. a few rude things. You've got little kids, you know, with the little water guns spraying you. And it seems that the further south you go, the more important or more celebration you receive from it. And it's good, to be fair. It's good, you know, you're cycling along, you're putting in all that effort, and then you've got someone to the road just giving you that little bit of, you know, a clap, saying, well done, or good morning, good afternoon. Some manners, you know, it was cushy. It was a good ride, to be fair, and I understand, you know, when I came back, my father said to me, do you reckon I could do it? And what is he, 62, 63? And to be fair, yes, he could. He could easily do it. Yes, obviously you need to go get yourself a bike and, you know, have a few weeks, more than a few weeks, a couple of months practice. However, anyone in my eyes can do it. As long as you get the early start, get on your bike, be prepared to stop, and at the same time be prepared that you are going to be knackered halfway through. Your legs are going to seize up a little bit, because my right leg, my right thigh, that absolutely killed me. But, you know, I got to the end, but I can't see age being a problem. I just think, you know, if people are willing to put in a little bit of effort, you know, they can do this race. But I know I haven't gone into the in-depth analogy that I thought I would do, you know, in going into miles at certain points, but I would recommend this for anyone, the London to Brighton bike ride. If you're serious, if you just want a little day out, or if you want to do something different, have a little challenge, I'd suggest do it. You don't have to do it to raise money if you don't want to. Personally, this is my goal, selfish goal, so I didn't raise money for anyone for it. I, however, did donate, because in my eyes, my goal was to do London to Brighton and London Triathlon. I've done one of the goals, I've now got to do a second goal. If I complete that goal, you'll then see me doing a lot more for charity to raise instead of donating my own money. However, I'm going to leave it there. Hopefully you stay and watch other videos. If you don't, happy days. Have yourself a good time. I'll see you soon. Peace.